Ossoff.
Mr. Chairman, just want to take the opportunity to introduce the committee to this bill, and I'll then speak to Senator Johnson's amendment. This is S-2305, the Cybersecurity Opportunity Act. This is a bipartisan measure that I'm offering with Senator Tillis that we have developed jointly. I want to express my gratitude to the chairman as well as Ranking Member Portman and to Senator Scott for their involvement and contributions to the drafting of this legislation, which seeks to address an issue of vital national security concern. We've heard over the last several months, amidst continued increased tempo of cyber attacks and ransomware attacks targeting the public and private sectors in this country, from SolarWinds to the Colonial Pipeline, about the need to increase our production of a qualified cybersecurity workforce. And the lack of qualified cybersecurity professionals is a national security vulnerability for this country. So this legislation empowers the Department of Homeland Security to award grants to institutions of higher education that have an enrollment of needy students, and to historically black colleges and universities and minority-serving institutions to establish and expand cybersecurity programs that will help these institutions produce qualified entrants into the cybersecurity workforce and help these institutions become national centers of academic excellence in cybersecurity. Again, this is a bipartisan bill that I'm offering with Senator Tillis. Senator Scott has played a vital role in contributing language and improving the quality of this legislation to ensure that there's strong evaluation of its effectiveness and that the recipients of these grants are reporting back to the federal government on their performance and their execution of activities under this grant. And I would request my colleagues, in the spirit of the bipartisan sponsorship of this bill, to join me in a unanimous bipartisan vote in support. With respect to Senator Johnson's amendment, which I appreciate, I would just note, Senator, that this grant program, which has a 5-year sunset, the provision that you offer would require the use of American Rescue Plan funds, but the ARP section referred in the amendment sunsets in 2023. So we would be unable to use those funds for the purpose of this legislation, and therefore I think the amendment would not achieve any plausible objective, but I certainly appreciate you offering it, and I'll humbly ask my colleagues to join me in opposing it. Thank you.
Senator Carper, you're recognized.
I'm not sure if this is Senator Ossoff's first bill that's come before this committee for a vote, but I think he's been in the Senate now for about 6 or 7 months. And one of the early lessons that I learned here is bipartisan solutions are lasting solutions. I'm pleased that you've got a couple of disreputable Republicans, no, just kidding, as your wingmen on this bill. Thank you. Workforce is so important, and particularly in the cyber area. We always need to do better. And I commend you on the thrust of the legislation. I commend you on reaching out to both sides of the aisle to garner support, and look forward to supporting your bill. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seeing no other discussion, all those in favor of the Johnson amendment will say aye. Aye. Opposed will say nay. Nay. I say the nays. We'll next proceed to consideration of S-2525. Does any member wish to offer an amendment?
Mr. Chairman.
We want a final passage too. I have too many pages here. Where are we here? I'm sorry about that. So let's do final passage.
And Mr. Chairman, in the spirit of bipartisanship, I might ask if we could do it on a voice vote.
Okay. We will do a voice vote. All those in favor of final passage of 2305 will say aye. Aye. Opposed? It is adopted unanimously.